This
Creative
conference will
firefighter
now be
ID,
recorded.
user, controller, monitor, all the things we have done in the yesterday's session. So today we are going to see the assignment, how to assign these things. So first let me log in into the system. So going for NWBC. Right. So going for NWBC now. Go for the setup. So in the setup, go for the emergency access assignment. Go for the owners here. So here go for the assign option. So firstly select the firefighter owner ID which we have created. That is Krishna FFO is the firefighter owner which we have created. So assign it and below select the firefighter ID. So go for Krishna Star. Okay, execute this one. So okay, so many systems we have got. So it's okay. So I am selecting the Krishna in the system called RFC ABAP. So select this one. So basically, don't get confused. All these RFC connections are single RFC connections only. Every RFC connection is meant to connect the GRC and S4 HANA system. So RFC Hyderabad and Srikanth created by the Srikanth. Okay, this one RFC ABAP is created by Yogesh. Hello practice is practiced by one of other student other batch. This is created by Yogesh in this way. So all these RFC connections are same, no difference. So first step is assign the owner to the ID and save the data. Okay. Step 2, that is assign the controller to the ID. Here you are having the controller. Go for the assign option and select the firefighter controller. So what is the firefighter controller? We have created something like Krishna FFC firefighter controller. Select this firefighter controller and assign it to the firefighter ID. Okay, so select the firefighter ID. So this is the firefighter ID which we have selected. Go for it and give notification. So what is the roles and responsibility of a controller? To receive the notifications whenever firefighter is executed. So email configuration we don't have, workflow configuration we don't have. Right now only thing we are having is the log display. Go for it and save the data. So after creating this one, go for the firefighters. That is the firefighter user which we are having. So select the firefighter user which you have created. That is so Krishna Star. Krishna FFU something we have created. Where is the firefighter user? Let me once check it. So what is the
Our
firefighter?
firefighter user code FFID ఇచ్చేసానండి name.
Let me check. Okay.
Outside you are created FFID only.
Okay, got it. Yeah, yes. Okay. For FFID, I have given the user, then this is the wrong configuration which we are doing. Then what is the thing we have created in the backend system?
FFID.
FID.
So let me once check. So why I created in two things, the same one? Yeah, it's okay. So I have created FFID only. So it's okay, my mistake. Let me correct it. So creating a new user ID called FFU, firefighter user. Just copy it. So firefighter user is a service user which I am going to create. So give the last name as firefighter user. So why yesterday no one have said? I did not also check it particularly. So, right. So creating a firefighter user. And see here the roles. So firefighter user role is also assigned. SAP GRIS super user firefighter user we are having. Save this one. Now just refresh this one. So refresh this one and go for the firefighters here in the EAM maintenance. Here what we require is the firefighter user FFU, not the FFI. Both are different. So select the FFU which you have created. That is Krishna FFU is the thing. So this is the firefighter user which we require. Okay, go for it and add the firefighter ID. So firefighter ID in which system you have created. So there are many firefighter IDs. Now we require the Krishna FFID that was created in this RFC connection. So that is in our backend system. To this firefighter ID, you are configuring the user. So along with the user whom you have to assign, the owner ID you should assign. So what is the default validity period? It's 1 month. This firefighter ID is valid for 1 month only. So this configuration is valid for 1 month only. You can 100% customize this one based on your requirement. There is no restriction here. Okay. So, and save the data here. Now, what will be the responsibility? So, user cannot be assigned as a firefighter. Okay, let me once check. Going for SU01. So, the user ID that converts this one into a firefighter user is SAP super user fighter. So there may be some missing authorization here. Just save this one and save it. Now try to perform the same activity. Still the same error we are getting. So only option I am having is just blindly assign the full authorization, because I guess there is some authorization error in the background. Yes. So basically, so what I have done is nothing. I have just given full authorization to the firefighter user. So in the real time, do we need to give a full authorization for FFU means? Not at all required. Here what happened is in the standard profile that we have assigned, that is in the standard role, the role name is this particular, this one, SAP GRIS super user MGMT user super user fighter. In this role, the authorization to assign as a firefighter user was somewhat missing. It may be due to the copying of the data, or someone must have accidentally customized. Again, what is the process you have to do is you have to replace the default data, or else I have given full authorization, it will also work. So save this one. So what exactly we have done the activity right now? We have assigned, okay, we have assigned firefighter owner to firefighter ID, firefighter controller to firefighter ID, firefighter user to firefighter ID. All the configuration part we have done, and there is one more configuration left over, that is reason code. So we have to create a reason code. Just go for create option and give the reason code name, something like month and activities. So while using a firefighter ID, they should use the reason code. Why? What is the purpose you are using this system? So I think I have used this RFC connection, right? So giving the same thing and save the data. So in this way, a reason code was also been assigned. So reason code is month ending activities. This was executed 0 times. It was not at all executed. Now let us try to do the execution part. By this, all the configuration part was done. Now it's time to perform the execution. Now by using which ID I have to log in? So among the four, firefighter owner, ID, controller, user, what is the one I have to use right now?
User.
Exactly. Who said that? It's exactly correct. We have to use the firefighter user to log in. So try to log in with the firefighter user ID. So where are we going to log in? Observe carefully. In the GRC system, we are about to log in. So in the GRC system, I am logging in here. So give the user ID and password. Sorry, Krishna FFU is the user ID, and the password is welcome123. Execute this one. So as this is a service user, there is no initial password, productive password concept directly. So execute the T code called hash and EAM, sorry, hash and GRAC underscore EAM, and execute this one. So it is going to redirect you to the launch pad. Okay. So while doing this one, so while doing this one, go for log on data. So what you are triggering? Firefighter ID you are triggering. Where you are triggering? In the ABAP system. So what is the, who is the owner? Krishna FFO. The status is in green, means you can use the firefighter own firefighter ID. Select the reason code, month and activity. So here there is saying that please enter the actions that you are anticipated to perform. So by using this firefighter ID, what are the transaction codes you are expected to perform? Like I am giving some pretty codes SU01, PFCG, SU24 in this way, MM01. I want to perform these transaction codes and give some additional documentation. So, executing month end reports. Continue. Okay, now see. So what is this system right now? We have login in the client 200 but redirected to client 400. So this is the S4 HANA, this is the S4 HANA system we are having. So just checking the system status. So go here. So see here. So this is a S4 HANA system, not a GRC system. So in this way, I can make sure that this is all the S4 HANA system. Now here I will execute some transaction codes like SU01 and creating some user ID. Something like Krishna underscore test I am creating. Create this one, giving some last name and just giving the thing and save the details. Okay, so user ID was created. Now create the PFCG. So select any random role. So going for the change option and adding some new transaction code for this role in this way. Okay, and assign the transaction and generate the authorizations in this way. So I have made some changes. Okay, so after I am making all the changes that are required. Okay, so even if I required, I can assign to a new user also. Krishna underscore test, I am assigning this role in this way. I have performed several activities. Now, when I get back here after completing all the activities, so what is the error? Okay, it's okay. So just go back. So after performing these activities, just come back. Exit this one. Now see, if you come to the firefighter ID, it is saying that the firefighter ID was disabled automatically. Only one time it will be active. Now, how can I want to use once again this firefighter ID. How can I use this? Very much simple. Once again, log in into the GRC system with the firefighter user which you have executed and just log in with the firefighter user ID and password and once again go for the transaction code hash and GRAC underscore EAM. So the status is again in active state and you can log in and perform the activity in this way. So after you execute, what are the rest of the steps we have to perform? So it is thing that we have to generate some reports, right, related to this. Let us see how to generate the firefighter reports. So before generating the reports, again we are having some more steps to be performed in the GRC system. That is, so go to the transaction code SPRO and SAP reference IMG. Go for GRC. So go for access control. So in the access control, go for the synchronization jobs. and here go for the firefighter log sync. This is the sync which we have to do. Provide your RFC details. RFC ABAP. Execute this one. So action uses sync successfully. Okay. Execute, execute, execute. Continue this one and come back. Now go for workflow sync. Select it. So RFC ABAP. Execute this one. Now go back and go for EAM master data sync and select your RFC connection once again. RFC ABAP, execute this one. So RFC successfully connect. So in this way, so why there is no log usage we got? Once again do this activity. So I think the system is taking some time to generate the log. Let us wait for some time, no issue. Even though if the logs are not executed, it's okay. Now come back. Now, how to generate the report? So simply come to the NWPC. Just refresh the data and go for report and analysis. Actually, this action can be performed or must be performed by the firefighter controller, but we are having authorization for every activity, so I am performing with this one only. Here you are having something called as the emergency access user management reports. View details related to reviewing super user activities. Firstly, go for consolidated log report. Okay, so just use some. So just use some of the details. All system logs, or you want to particularly target one system. Okay, so as we are only having one firefighter owner, no need of giving more details, just these are sufficient. So or else let me check. I think the data is not yet updated here. Okay, so the firefighter logs are not updated as per I observed here. It may take some time to update in the background. So whatever things you have executed, you should be able to display the data here. Okay. Let me show you how the reports will look like. Right. So not updated. It's okay. So I will just show some other log reports. Why? Because it is going to take some time to generate that reports. So just run blind thing. So these all are the reports that are generated by some other students. Just for your display purpose only. Just open this log. Okay. Just close this one. We will go for other types of reports. So go for the report called firefighter log summary report. This will be very much clear. Uh, so almost all these options are very much similar. These are like SUIM. You should be only knowing which one to execute and when to execute. That's it. Just run this program without selecting anything. So this is the last log that we have executed. Okay. So actually we should be getting a log option here, but still the data is not displaying, the authorization data is not displaying here. So it's okay. So see, this is the report which we have given. Just go for the session log. The data is not updated. Let me open some old data. Okay. Okay. The log data is not. We are not able to display this one. So just give me a moment. So logging in with the firefighter controller Krishna underscore FFC. So giving a new password and going for NWBC with the firefighter controller. Going for NWBC. So in the NWBC, let me see whether I got the notification. Going for work inbox. So, yeah, so the notifications are not yet received, meaning is the data is not yet generated. It is going to take some time. The session which we have done. So after that, you are going to get the notification. What is the log you have performed by using the firefighter ID? So by this, next thing you can do is generate the firefighter log summaries here. Once you can, after execution, wait for at least 1 hour and check the reports. They will be generated, no issue. Okay, only thing is they are taking some time to generate these reports. Okay, so this is all about execution of the EAM. So anyone having any doubt at any point, you can ask me now. Yeah, it's okay. The logs are not yet generated. It is going to take some time. So this is all about the EAM execution. So yesterday we have done the configuration part. Today we have done the execution part. Now, if anyone having any doubts regarding the EAM, you can ask me now.
Sir, reason code we have to create every time.
So can you speak loudly?
We have to create a reason code every time.
We have to create
Reason code.
reason code. No, not required. So now I want to, so if a reason code is created once for once RFC connection, I can use it as many times I want. Only thing is the without reason code you cannot access. For suppose now I have already created RFC connection for that RFC above something there is there, right? So you create a new firefighter user ID and assign it to that reason for that same RFC connection. You can use already existing reason code. Okay,
Okay.
not required. If the question is, do you we need to create reason code for whenever we create a firefighter user, means the answer is no, not required. If we are already having one, no need of creating once again. Okay.
Okay. It's clear.
So yesterday, did everyone create the firefighter controller user ID owner? Hope so, yes. Yeah. So in the real time, what happens is one of the thing you have to observe. The firefighter ID which you give in the backend system will not trigger to the your GRC system. Reason here is the role which you have given may not be the correct role. So what you have to do is, So in S4 HANA you have created a firefighter ID and assigned the standard role. So in the real time, what you have to do is before assigning the role, come to access control configuration settings and select the configuration ID for, I forgot the number, just give me a second. So the configuration ID we required is 4010. That is firefighter ID role name. So this is the ID that is going to trigger the normal user ID into the firefighter ID. Okay. So this one is the one which is going to do this part. So whatever user ID you are creating in the backend system, by assigning this particular role, that user is going to be converted into a firefighter ID. So to make this one as your to make the backend user ID as the firefighter ID. So sometimes, most of the time, this will be a standard one. What happens is sometimes some people will be using the customized role. Here I can just remove this one and give whatever role I want. So something like Z underscore, so something I am giving as Z underscore firefighter ID role. So now what happens here? If at all you want to create, you want to assign a user ID into a firefighter ID, you have to assign this particular role. So what happens is in the backend system, they will create this customized role and give necessary authorization. Okay. Right. So this is the one thing most of the students will miss. So I am just informing you. So anyone having any other doubts in the concept skill we have done today?
Sir, FFID T
Yes.
code and
Sorry. Profile.
T code for FFID, sir.
Three code for the profile. I did not get.
T
That is
code to use FFID, sir.
slash and GRSV underscore EAM. That one he is asking.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
T code to launch the
To use
EAM
FFID.
launch pad, right? Hash and GRAC underscore EAM. So the transaction code is, so this is the transaction code, hash and GRAC underscore EAM. This is the T code to launch the EAM launchpad. Okay. So once you do today's practical part, if you are not having any doubts tomorrow I will be giving you the practical part of the EAM only. That is how to use the firefighter ID instead of firefighter role. Sorry, instead of firefighter user, how to use a firefighter role. I will, instead of firefighter user ID, how to use the firefighter role, I will be giving you a assignment tomorrow. And Monica, you said something like
Sir,
you have visited the rule set, right? Customized rule set, have you done it?
No, sir. I,
Okay, do
today I
that
will
one.
do it. Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Today I will.
so
sir, difference
anyone,
between
any doubts
firefighter
in,
and the firefighter ID.
so firefighter
Difference
ID,
difference between firefighter and firefighter ID.
both are same. Okay,
Same, sir.
firefighter ID is called as the firefighter, that's it. Okay.
Krishna sir, I didn't receive the last videos like since 2nd September.
Okay, so what I am doing is I forgot you. So I was unable to put the mail, so I am dropping in the WhatsApp group, which I forgot that you are not there in that group. Anyway, today I am going to drop a mail for everyone. Not an issue. Okay, I
Okay.
forgot
Sir,
you
send.
basically. I am just dropping the link in the WhatsApp group due to I don't have time to update the Excel sheet. Okay, right. So
Sir,
Any other
is
things?
there any centralizer firefighter is there, sir? Concept?
సో సెంట్రలైజ్డ్ ఫైర్ ఫైటర్ ఫస్ట్ అయితే నార్మల్ ఫైర్ ఫైటర్ చేయండి. సెంట్రలైజ్డ్ ఫైర్ ఫైటర్ కాన్సెప్ట్ మీద ఇవన్నీ ఎక్కడ చూస్తారండి? ఇవన్నీ జస్ట్ ఆస్కింగ్. Where did you get it? The word, the terminology called central firefighter ID?
Old resumes,
Uh,
experience resumes.
Okay.
QNA, sir.
Old resume ఎలా దొరికిందా మీకు? Right, right.
QNS.
Okay. Right. So actually, that's the concept which is available in GRC 10.0. That's why I'm asking where did you find the term called central firefighter ID? It's okay. There is one session where I need to explain you some old concepts. There are some terminologies in ARA, mostly in ARA and EAM concept. In EAM, there is a new work. So while discussing the workflow, there are some of the things I should be doing the comparison between the older one and newer one. At that time, I will explain you. Don't worry. There are some old terminologies which you may get confused. Okay, don't worry. They are changed. The some of the terms have the wordings has been changed from 10.0 to 12.0. Some concepts are also not available right now. They are merged into new things. I will explain. Don't worry. And right. So let me just. So what is today's date? I think it's Wednesday, right? So
Yes, so
yeah, yeah. So, so we are going to have like firstly ARM introduction. There is a session and followed by ARM introduction. Okay, anyway. So, firstly, tomorrow I will start with the MSMP concept. Okay, tomorrow get ready, prepare for extra time. It will be taking like at least 1.5 hour time. So, anyway, tomorrow I don't have any schedule. So, tomorrow prepare for 1.5 hour schedule. So, tomorrow we will do with MSMP followed by ARM introduction on Friday. Okay, and next session will be ARM implementation. After this one, we will be discussing about HANA security, S4 HANA security, and Fury security. Okay. So after completing all the things, if anyone having any doubts regarding the concepts which we have executed till now, a dedicated Q&A session, doubts clarification, I will be giving one more time. So we are hardly having like around 4 to 4 sessions practically and one as a buffer. Okay, within by next Tuesday, we are going to complete our GRC schedule. So try to do the revision session. So if anyone, Srikanth, last time your RFC has not worked and the risk analysis report has not generated. Is it working now? I didn't get the time to check it.
కొత్త ఆర్ఎఫ్సి కనెక్షన్ క్రియేట్ చేసా సార్ ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్ అయింది. బ్యాక్ ఎండ్ యూజర్ ఐడి సర్వీస్ యూజర్ ఐడి ఇచ్చాను ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్.
Okay, so it is working, right? So the older one you have left it and the new connection you have done and it is executing correctly, right?
ఎస్ సార్.
Yeah, okay, that's fine then. So everyone try to do the practical session. So GRC is all about practical session. So by the time of server expires, you have to at least do the practical session 2 to 3 times. Okay, then only you will remember. Otherwise, you won't remember nothing theory part. If you only remember theory, it won't help you. Okay, try to execute everything. Okay, I don't know when the server was provided, on which day the server was provided for you.
సార్ సర్వర్ స్లో ఉంది సార్ చాలా.
So which one? Which system?
జిఆర్సి సర్వర్.
Is it for everyone? Is the server working or not properly?
It is slow, sir.
Hmm?
సార్
Slow,
ఇన్స్టెన్స్
sir.
ఎర్రర్ పనిచేసింది ఎప్పుడు సార్ ఎప్పుడు కరెక్ట్గా పనిచేయలేదు
కొంచెం అందరు గట్టిగా మాట్లాడగలరా? ఐ కెనాట్ హియర్ యూ. ఐ డోంట్ నో వై. యువర్ వాయిసెస్ ఆర్ స్లో.
సర్వర్ ఎప్పుడు కరెక్ట్గా పనిచేసింది లేదు సార్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ సర్వర్ ఎప్పుడు ఏదో ప్రాబ్లం అనేది ఉంటుంది
ఓకే, రైట్. ఐ విల్ వన్స్ చెక్ ఇట్. Okay, any other things? Right.
No, sir.
So, sorry. Okay.
సార్
No, sir.
Yeah.
సార్ నార్మల్ ప్రాక్టికల్ డౌట్ ఇది ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇప్పుడు ఎఫ్ఐ యూజర్కి ఎంఎం టీ కోడ్స్ కావాలంటే ఎఫ్ఐ జిఆర్సి నుండి లాగిన్ అవ్వాలి సార్ ఎఫ్ఐ యూజర్
నాయుడు, మీరు కొంచెం మైక్ తీసుకుని మాట్లాడగలరా ఏమన్నా, లేదా కొంచెం గట్టిగా మాట్లాడగలరా? నాకు అస్సలు మీ వాయిస్ వినిపించట్లేదు. ఐ కెనాట్ హియర్ యూ.
సార్ ఇప్పుడు ఎఫ్ఐ యూజర్ టీ కోడ్స్ కావాలంటే ఎమర్జెన్సీ యాక్సెస్ ఎఫ్ఐ యూజర్ జిఆర్సి నుంచి లాగిన్ అవ్వాలి సార్
Yeah, that's the concept, right? So if you required FIT codes, MMT codes, any T codes you required, you can give access through the GRC. That's the concept of the EAM. Okay, through this
రూల్స్
firefighter
ఎఫ్ఐ
ID of
యూజర్కి
FI users,
ఎఫ్ఐ యూజర్ జిఆర్సి రూల్స్ అన్ని ఇవ్వాలి సార్ అయితే రూల్స్
FI users కి GRC rules ఇవ్వాలా అని అడుగుతున్నారా?
అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఎఫ్ఐ యూజర్కి ఎంఎంటీ కోడ్స్ కావాలి సార్ ఎమర్జెన్సీ యాక్సెస్
ఓకే.
సో ఎఫ్ఐ యూజర్ జిఆర్సి నుంచి లాగిన్ అవుతారు కదా సార్
Yes, they must log in. So it does not matter who requires to which transaction codes. If they require extra access, we are going to provide them through GRC system. It does not matter are they FI users, MI users, HD users, and they require access for HRT codes, MMT codes. It does not matter to us. They require extra access, which they are not meant to get, which are not related to them. Then we are going to provide access through the GRC.
ఓకే సార్
Okay.
ఓకే సార్
Right then. So any other doubts? Right then. So tomorrow we are going with the MSMP topic. Right then we'll be meeting. So Naidu and Srikanth, మీ ఇద్దరు ఆఫ్లైన్కి అయితే రావట్లేదా? రేపు కూడా వస్తారా రాదా?
నేనైతే రావట్లేదు సార్ 2 days దాకా.
ఓకే. నాయుడు?
సార్ నేను ప్రజెంట్ బయట ఉన్నా సార్ రేపు ఏదో చేయాలి
Okay, you won't come tomorrow, right? Because I am at the institute. There is no one here from all the three batches. That's the reason I am taking confirmation from everyone. Okay, then right. It's okay. We'll be meeting tomorrow in online at 8 p.m. Have a nice day.
సార్ నాకు వీడియోస్ ఇవాళ షేర్ చేయండి.